When a woman feels unloved, it becomes very hard for her to be respectful to the man. She wants to react. A natural tendency is to react by being disrespectful, by being rude, because she needs to show him that she's hurt, that she's offended, that she's feeling slighted, that he doesn't think about her, and she communicates that in a disrespectful way. And guess what? The man receives the disrespect and he wants to act in unloving ways to her. He wants to stonewall her. He wants to give her silent treatment. He wants to show her that he's macho and he doesn't need her and he can do without her. So he's going to ignore her and he's going to react in unloving ways to her. And then the woman reacts in a disrespectful way. So you see, it's a cycle. It's a crazy cycle. My name is Mojirola. I'm a relationship and marriage counselor. I want to share with you a simple formula for making your marriage work. If I asked you, as a woman or as a man, what do you think makes marriage work? What makes marriage work? What's the secret to successful marriages? I think a lot of women are going to say something like, well, we have to love each other. I need to feel loved. He has to love me. I also have to love him, doing nice things for each other, checking up on each other, calling him, buying him or a gift and all. But that is just one side of the equation. For a marriage to work and to be successful, and for both people to be happy in that marriage, there has to be what we call the love and respect formula. So here's what it is. Men and women are very different people. In a survey, for instance, in a 2004 survey, 74% of men said they would rather be alone and be unloved than to feel inadequate or disrespected. So for a man, love for him is being respected. A man needs respect. A man's greatest need in a marriage relationship is to be respected. And a woman needs to feel loved. She needs to feel secure. She needs to know she is loved. Yes, both people need love. I need to be respected as a woman, and a man also needs to be loved. But when it comes down to it, the deepest need of a woman, when a woman is treated in a disrespectful way by her husband, she feels unloved. So the way she feels and interprets that disrespect is that he doesn't love her. Whereas for a man, his own deepest need, what he needs most, what he needs most, what is here for him is respect. So now we've established the fact that a man's deepest need is to be respected, while the woman's deepest desire is to be loved. So they have totally different needs. A man needs to be respected, while a woman needs to be loved. Here's where the challenge lies. When a woman feels unloved, it becomes very hard for her to be respectful to the man. So when a woman feels a man does not love her, she wants to react. A natural tendency is to react by being disrespectful, by being rude, because she needs to show him that she's hurt, that she's offended, that she's feeling slighted, that he doesn't think about her. So she just doesn't want to care about him either. And she communicates that in a disrespectful way. And guess what? The man receives the disrespect and he wants to act in unloving ways to her. He wants to stonewall her. He wants to give her silent treatment. He wants to show her that he's macho and he doesn't need her and he can do without her. So he's going to ignore her. He's going to, go away for days or for weeks and, just to show, hey, I don't need you. I can be good all by myself. And he's going to react in unloving ways to her. And then the woman reacts in a disrespectful way. So you see, it's a cycle. It's a crazy cycle. And these are people who genuinely love each other, who care about each other. But now they are stuck in this crazy cycle because the woman feels unloved. She feels hurt at her deepest core. She's not getting what she wants most from that marriage. She's going to react in a disrespectful way to her husband. So here's the thing. You can't motivate your spouse to give you what you need by depriving them of what they need. So you can't motivate your spouse to respect you by being unloving to them. Same way you cannot motivate your husband to love you by being disrespectful to him, by showing him, you're upset and, you're angry, so you're going to be disrespectful. That's not going to make him change and be loving towards you. We have to find ways of communicating with each other, communicating our displeasure respectfully. So the wife has to let her husband know in a respectful way that she's not happy, that she feels unloved, that she doesn't like the way he treated her or the way he talked to her. Same way, the husband has to be loving in how he communicates to his wife. He has to make sure he's meeting her love needs and filling her love tank. Finally, love and respect must be given unconditionally. So you can't say, because you can't say, I'm only going to love him or I'm only going to love her if she respects me. Same way the wife can't say, I'm only going to respect him if she loves me. That's a crazy cycle you will never get out of. Both parties have to understand, put their needs aside to meet the needs of the other. Your goal must be to meet the need of the other person. So you see, when each person is trying to meet the other person's need, then both people are working to meet each other's need. And that's, the formula for a successful marriage. So you respect him even when you feel unloved, even when you feel his actions or words were unloving, you still choose to respect him in that moment of conflict. You're still mindful of your words, your tone, your body language. You're making sure you're not communicating disrespect to him, because you can't motivate him to love you by being disrespectful. Same way, the husband has to love his wife unconditionally, whether or not he feels she's deserving of it, whether or not he feels she's been disrespectful or doesn't respect him enough. He still has to make sure the way to win her over is to continue to love her unconditionally and to find ways to communicate with each other, to express your displeasure, and to you know communicate on how to make things work. In the next videos, I'm going to be sharing with you practical ways of, to practice this love and respect dynamic. How to show a man respect. How do you respect a man? What are the ways you respect a man? What are the ways to show love to a woman? I'm so excited for what's ahead. And so I need you to subscribe, to like this video. If this is something you're enjoying and this is something you want me to make more, dive deeper into, be sure to leave a comment and let me know. Be sure to subscribe so I know you're really ready for this. Alrighty, watch this video next.